Well, okay now. Let's see how this works. I am now in the vehicle, as you can tell. Get myself together here. We're about to leave and drive back to the boat, back to Daytona from Sanford. We have, as I was saying earlier, if I record that and put it in, today's the day, January 15th, according to the plan. We have turned in our notice, our 2-week notice, to take this new trip, a new adventure in life, an adventure in finding freedom, true freedom. People know what freedom is. Right? People are always married to stuff, and the fear of losing what you've got already, and that keeps people attached to things that they're accustomed to. The true freedom is being able to do what you want, when you want, and how you want it, and not be concerned about little things like money and whatnot. Money's nice, but it's really not that darn important. People think it is. I mean, it's just a means of trade. There's all types of different forms of money. The currency we have, anyhow, is really worthless. The only true things to trade stuff with is if you have some type of skill or something, and somebody can use it. That's a form of money. You trade. If you have the ability to do mechanical things, essentially you're trading your mechanical skills to do something for somebody that needs something done, i.e. what you call employment. That's pretty much what employment is. Somebody needs something done, and you can do it for them, and they'll trade you. They'll give you something in trade for you doing it, i.e. what we call commerce. For all you out there, you provide a service. And that's essentially what we're doing. We're going to go on this adventure, another adventure. Done several things in life, and this is just another adventure. And considering the fact that about to turn 50 this year, that's different. Half a century. How about that? Turn 50, might as well keep on doing something new. Doing what I'm doing now, it's gotten, it's been nice. It's been successful at it, but it's boring. So we need to try to do something new. So we're going to try out this big rig CDL truck driving thing. We got our license and everything, and we're all licensed up, and we got an employer lined up. See if we can't run into the rear of this DOT bumper. Make sure it works. You'd hate to have a DOT bumper. You can't see it. I'll probably put it on the other video, my forward-looking video camera here for my dash cam. Who knows? I might put that in there. I got kind of close. I shouldn't have been that close. I'm surprised the thing didn't go off. I had the collision alarm set up, making a bunch of racket. But it did. As I was saying, we turned in our notice for the people that we're doing work for. Really didn't have to, because I'm a contractor anyhow, so I can come and go as I please, and I can leave if I want to anytime I want. But be courteous like I always do. I'm professional with all the stuff that I do and engage in. Give them a couple weeks notice to leave amicably. And we have it in the contract anyhow. Give each other at least 15 days notice prior to departure. It gives them the ability to try and find someone, which they can do, which is always problematic, finding good employees. I don't care what business you're in. But in the engineering business, it's really hard. You can either find knowledgeable engineers, but if you find knowledgeable engineers, it's going to cost you. Or you can find the guys just right out of school who don't know anything and want to learn, and they're a lot cheaper. So there's always that balance of the amount of money you're going to spend for the talent, or the least amount of money you're going to spend for the people who don't have talent. You try to train them. And the problem with the training in any business is once you find the talent and you train them and they start getting a little bit of knowledge, they're going to take off and go somewhere else for more dinero, which is always a problem, especially when you got projects and stuff that you got to get done. So I stayed on a little bit longer after I did my CDL training with these guys, so we can finish up a portion of the project that they have going on with the design work, considering the talent they have. Well, I don't want to say the talent, the resources that they have, which is essentially the same thing. Well, knowledgeable individuals that can look at the contract and look at the requirements for the project and make sure that the product that they're putting out to their customers is somewhat what they need. Then the junior engineers can finish it up for what needs to be done, because they just don't know, because they haven't been exposed. They don't have the expertise. So I got 2 more panels to do as of today. Actually, I got 1 done today, so I got 2 more panels to do for the design on those guys, and the layout drawings for the system layout drawings. I'll get those done probably this week. This one line I'm looking at, it's a little bit larger than what I thought it was. I thought it was just a small MCP. It turned out there's like 34 conveyors on it. I was like, oh, how about that? So I got that one and another one to do. So it kind of works out. I'll take about the rest of the week to do this one, to do it, and then next week to do the other, and go out and do a service call for one of the monthly service calls that we do, and train one of these other engineers on what to do, which it's easy now for him to do, considering I've already fixed everything. All you have to do is go and follow the instructions. I've been doing that for the last few months. It's easy money. Go in for 4 hours and get paid, swap a few things over, and be done with it. And that'll finish up myself for pretty much next week. And I told him the 26th will be my last day of availability for them. And then after that, we'll take a week to move the boat from Daytona up to Green Cove. That'll be a 136-mile trek, which is going to be kind of fun, because I get to get the boat out in the open ocean again for a little bit to play with the Beanie White Raven, which is the sailboat. Yeah, I've got the logistics of that pretty much put together. I figure what we'll do is on the 26th, and I'll go up to Green Cove, and wife and I will meet up. I'll leave a vehicle there at Green Cove, then drive back down to Daytona. Then that Saturday on the 27th, take off early in the morning, weather permitting, of course. There we go. Set our cruise at 64. Weather permitting, take off for the 27-hour. Actually, it's going to be more than that. I'm setting up for 2 days. Travel, maybe 3, because we got to sail up the coast. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to sail 9 miles down to Ponce Inlet, get out of Ponce Inlet, sail 5 miles out off the coast, off the coast of Florida, i.e. the North Atlantic Ocean. Get out 5 miles, then turn north for about 83 miles, nautical miles that is, all the way up to Jacksonville. And figure we'll do an overnight. I don't want to do the ICW again. I had enough problems with the ICW and damaging my equipment. That's the last thing I want to do is have to take the ICW out. I burned a lot of fuel and everything, but I've already got the fuel. I'm taking like 40 gallons of fuel with me, which is plenty of fuel. It's more than enough, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna have extra. I have enough to run all day and night. So, considering how much fuel I do burn, I burn 0.8 gallons an hour wide open, which is not bad. And it's only supposed to be a 27-hour trip. So I have plenty of fuel. I'm not worried about that. But if I got good wind, I'm really good. I'll slow poke it around because I'm setting it up for I should make at least 5 knots. I'm gonna make 5 knots one way or another for the trip. Whether I gotta sail it or motor it. That's where I get my 27 hours from. So we'll sail all night long. Into the next day, enter Ponce Inlet, then head down the St. Johns River to Green Cove, and that should take until we should get there. Like if we leave Saturday, we'll get there Monday sometime, and pull the boat out the water maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, get it out the water, put it on dry land, then decommission it. And essentially decommissioning, I'll have to, a little close to this guy on there, back off some. I got to drain all my tanks and everything, get all that stuff off of there, take all my clothes off that I don't want left on the boat, and just leave the essential stuff. Well, not the stuff that I'll keep on the boat, just like my go bag and everything. So I keep certain stuff on there, so all we got to do is, when we're ready to put the boat back on the water, all I have to do is, put some more food on it, and once it gets to the water, fill the tanks up, and go. So, put the sails and stuff back on, because I'm taking the sails down. Taking all the sails off, and put them down below, and take the motor, take the outboard out, and stick it inside. Stuff like that. We'll lock it up, get it locked up, put the dehumidifier on, plug it up to the inverter, leave the inverter on, and leave the solar cells up. That way the solar cells will keep the inverter charged and keep the dehumidifier running in there to keep it dry, keep bugs and stuff out of it while we're not there. So essentially I'll have the inverter on, plug into the dehumidifier, dehumidifier runs, solar cells keep the battery bank gun, everything keeps topped up. Easy peasy, no issues. And once that's done, the week after that, we'll go to Atlanta, Georgia, and go to orientation. We got our little toys and everything. We'll be gone for almost a month doing the orientation thing. They said it's 19 days, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem, considering this should be really not a whole new thing for me, really, considering my background and what I like to do and how I like to do it. I think the biggest issue is not me. It's going to be the wife, if anything. I'm the type of individual. I'm ready to go out. I'm ready to go sailing. That's what I want to do. And that's why we're doing this. For the big plan. I think I said that once before in a video. The plan is is to have the adventures of doing the big truck driving thing and playing that game, and getting a truck and getting a new business type together so that we can go sailing. Because like I said before, the long-term goal is not to build a trucking company, but to build a small self-sufficient business I can do so I can go sailing and not have to go find work, engineering work or whatever work. I can just, sit here and stack up a little bit of money and at the same time play. I.e. playing is, playing the game of owner-operator. We've got to start off as a company driver so we can get our experience and learn the business. There's one thing studying the business. There's another thing doing it. So we're gonna try to do it now. See what it's really like. See if we actually like it before I dump a bunch of money into it. But like I said, the thing is to go sailing. Is the overall objective. Is to be out there. And this seems like a venture where you can actually do that. And you have the ability with the truck driving thing, once you get your experience in or become the owner operator, be able to get a truck, I can work when I want to, make some money, and not have to ask anybody for a job. Well, per se, a 9-to-5 job or something of that sort, and then negotiate what you're going to get and sit around and be tied down to a particular location and drive back and forth. I'm tired of that. Yeah, I just want to be able to, I can park a truck somewhere or lease a truck somewhere, hop in, go make some money for a few months, get out of it, go do what I want to do, and go sail and see the rest of the world for a few months and hang out, just be enjoying. Because let me tell you something. I spend a heck of a lot less money traveling than I do sitting on land. Really do. It's a lot more enjoyable. The biggest thing is getting from point A to point B. It's kind of rough, but once you get there, you'd be surprised how economical it is to live, especially if you're hanging off the hook. Spending marina fees and everything. Spend a lot less money. Yeah, I found with the traveling that we've done on the boat, even when we're coming from Texas, when we brought the boat from Texas, and the time we spent doing that, we didn't spend that much money. I spend more money sitting in a marina here and on land, driving back and forth, doing stuff like that. It's outrageous. It really is. And now I've got the boat, together and everything fixed on it. There's nothing to do. So I'm not spending, I already spent the big bulk of money that I need to get the boat in the condition that it needs to be in. I've been on land here getting stuff together. We got pretty much new everything. There's only one thing that needs to be corrected for that's an irritant to me. And it's been, I need to redo that stuffing, but that stuffing box on the rudder, couldn't get that done because of everything was froze up. So I think what I'm gonna do when I put it on dry land, I'm gonna sit there and soak that stuff in some penetrating oil and everything, put all on there once it's dried out, and just let it sit for a while. And every once in a while when we come back, put more on it, then try to break it free, and once I get it free, restuff it. I think that's the way to go, because it'll be dry and it'll be up out of the water. It should be a little bit easier to break. Now I have to worry about someone else doing it. But after we do that, there's nothing left to do to the boat. Just keep the water out. It's good. And I've gotten to the point where I really trust the boat now. The only thing we haven't put in it is real big waves. We haven't put it in real big severe weather. We don't have real severe weather over here. I don't think I'll run into stuff like that until you get over to the Pacific and stuff and things of that sort. But now that'll be a ways. Right now it's just be Caribbean sailing. say. Another journey. And I'm just sitting here, amazed. Like, oh, well, you come up with a plan. You want to do something. You take action and you do it and get it done one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. A little bit here, a little bit there, and you just keep moving forward. And that's what's happening with this trucking thing. You have the freedom to. I want the freedom. You want the freedom to do what you want, and not worry about. I was talking about money, because money itself is really not important. I found that out in many years. It's important if you want it to be important, so you can buy stuff and maintain things. But once you figure out how much money you really need, or what you need in trade to satisfy yourself and be happy, you're good. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you keep and what you do with it to make your life enjoyable. Because you're only going to get one shot at this in life, and you might as well enjoy it. And sitting around being a slave to the dollar or someone else, it's just not worth it. It took a long time to figure that out. Yeah. And there's something I seen. I remember we took a trip to Rotan when we were in Rotan, and I noticed that the happiest people in life that I've noticed in the world don't have a lot of money. They have themselves and their family, and that's what makes them happy. And the family, and enjoying the family. It's not the money. Some of the most miserable people I've met have a lot of money. They really do. But they ostracize their family and everything because they worship money. And it's a shame, I think. It really is. It really is. A shame to worship something like that. You gotta hang out with your family. That's a tad bit more precious than some type of money, because it's only worth what you make it worth when it comes to money. Well, or currency. You got currency around here is really pretty much worthless, because it's only worth what someone thinks it's worth. But that's just my opinion. Because my opinion is just like everyone else. Everybody's got one. The only difference is mine is right. That's about it. Because it works for me. Which is cool. Oh, look at there. It is almost 5 o'clock. I should be getting a phone call here from my wife. Be surprised. So, knowing that she's going to call, because she's always does about this time, and I'm doing this, so I know she's going to interrupt. So I'm going to say, I'm trying to say see y'all. I'm going to say, hey. Till next time. See ya.